Park Resort is undoubtedly one of the best theme parks in the country, and this is simply because of its thrilling rides and attractions, which is why today I'm going to be ranking my top 10. If you disagree, comment your 10 favourites. However, without further ado, I'm going to begin my list with Tidal Wave at number 10. Tidal Wave is one of 4 water rides at Thorpe Park, but what makes Tidal Wave stand out from the others is the fact that you actually get wet on it. If it's a hot summer's day, which it was when I visited last week, this Shoot the Chute is the ideal ride to be on. In fact, you don't physically need to be on Tidal Wave to feel the soaking. All you need is to stand near or on the Oasis Bridge. At number 9 we have Vortex, a KMG afterburner that never receives the credit and appreciation it deserves. The queues for Vortex are never too long, but the ride duration is, and that's why I value it so highly. Coming in at number 8 is Colossus, the Intamin coaster with 10 inversions. You may be thinking, why have I not placed Colossus inside the top 5? Surely the big roller coasters are better than all of the flat rides. Well, I have to disagree. Colossus is not very comfortable. The seats on the trains are very low down, you have little to no legroom, and the restraints are pushed down so hard on your pelvis. Don't even get me started on the 5 heartline rolls at the end, they are really disorientating. Despite all this though, I ride Colossus each time I go to Thorpe Park, and even though it's painful, I'd still describe it as fun. In 7th we have Detonator Bombs Away. As soon as you feast your eyes on this drop tower, you realise that Angry Birds Land is not a kids area. Detonator is petrifying. You are dangling up at the top for some time. Usually you get a countdown from 5 so you can brace yourself for Detonator's drop. However, the last time I rode it, I had absolutely nothing, which made the drop more sudden and more scary. 6th place goes to Soar the Ride, a brilliant girth roller coaster, similar to Rage at Adventure Island in Southend. Soar has a creepy theming, for example, these mannequins in the queue line. However, it has 3 inversions and this 100-degree drop, which all contribute to severe concussion. Soar has a dark indoor section, which is one of the highlights, as you never know when you're going to go into your first drop. In 5th is Samurai, the Mondial top scan, which throws you up and around like a washing machine. Samurai has a single rider queue and a unique cycle each time, which makes it impossible to predict when your seat is going to tilt. At number 4 is Rush, my favourite flat ride in the whole country. It has a simple concept, you swing forwards and backwards. However, when you reach Rush's highest point, you feel as if you might fall headfirst onto the concrete below. And this is because the only supportive restraint you have is a lap bar. In 3rd is Nemesis Inferno, a B&M inverted coaster that sends you at high speeds even from the first drop. It has great theming and a speed of 50 miles an hour. People often state that they think Nemesis at Thorpe Park is inferior to Nemesis at Alton Towers, but there isn't too much of a difference between them both. Just missing out on first is the Swarm, currently the only wing coaster in the UK, unless you're watching this in 2023 and Chessington have opened theirs. Swarm is, from personal experience, the worst ride for queues. However, its first drop, 5 smooth inversions and its theming completely make up for it. Swarm even has its own storyline. As soon as you enter Swarm Island, you hear news reports discussing swarms of alien creatures that have raided Surrey, hence why certain infrastructure such as a crashed plane and a lopsided ambulance are in the surrounding area. Swarm has a speed of 59 miles an hour and a height of 39 metres, but they are nothing compared to my number 1 spot, which is Stealth. Stealth speed of 0 to 80 miles per hour in 2 seconds and height of 62 metres absolutely smashes the Swarm out of contention. It may not last very long, but due to this, Stealth has the shortest queues out of all of the roller coasters. The ride experience is like no other in the UK. You start with a launch so fast that if you hold your hands up, you won't be able to bring them down again. Then as you ascend into the top hat, you will have probably forgotten where you are, and as you dart back down again, you enter an airtime hill and come to the conclusion that Stealth is finally over. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, leave a comment. Equally, if you have hated today's video, also leave a comment telling me what adjustments you would make to my list. Thanks and goodbye.